Hello, internet. Welcome to another goat video. Bit different today. Haven't posted for a while either, so hello. Yes, things have gotten bushier. So, a different subject today. We're talking about cars, or my cars, and new car. So, for anybody who might be curious, I bought a car off of eBay without going to look at it. Espresso. Bought a car off of eBay because of something that happened to me during lockdown. And what happened on the 5th of May is I tried to get my other car, my other car, he's got more than one car, my old car, my original car, started because it stopped working when I had driven just down the road to Tesco Express because I couldn't be bothered to walk to get some beer on the beginning of May or end of April, and I couldn't get it started again. So I took the battery out. I brought it home to recharge. I recharged it, drove the battery back down to where the car was in my missus's car, plugged it all back in, and still didn't start. I was, oh God, no. So at that point, oh, I hope you can hear that slappiness. It's so good. Look at that. Anyway, so I couldn't get the car started. Obviously, it's not the battery because I just charged it up. So I tried to rock the car in gear. Now, if maybe you know this, maybe you don't, but one of the problems in cars can be starter motors, and you have a solenoid in the starter motor, which is like two bushes of electrical gubbins that kind of rub together. These bushes can get stuck. So the idea is you put the car in gear and then you rock it to move these bushes a little bit and then hopefully free up your solenoid and you can start the car. So I was rocking the car, as I do, on my own outside Tesco Express. And I was rocking it in gear and it was moving a bit. And I was like, okay, I'll give it one big push. And then I snapped my Achilles tendon. Ow. It hurts. Don't do it. Your Achilles tendon, in case you were born in a muddy bog somewhere and you don't know anything. Achilles tendon is the part of your body which attaches your heel, which is a bone, to your calf, which is this muscle on the back of your leg. Quite an important muscle for walking. So a tendon, right, biology, attaches what? Muscle to bone, right? And it snapped. And that was very painful. It hurt lots. I don't recommend it. And then I was in a boot thing for like 10 weeks. So I haven't been able to walk during lockdown. It's a real pain. And anyway, as this thing developed, or as my recovery progressed, or didn't progress because I hurt myself again during recovery, which was horrible, and I was thinking a lot about my previous car, which was then taken to a friend's house, so he's working on it at the moment, trying to get it in the starter motor fixed. I was thinking about it, and the car I had, a Rover 75, which I really, really, really love these cars. Anyway, it was a manual, and the clutch in those particular cars is ridiculously heavy. Ridiculously. Like, you'd think there's something wrong with it, but it's just what they're like. So, I thought, look, I can't risk... Oh, coffee. I can't risk doing this injury again to myself, so... Lots of people walking by today. So I thought I should get myself an automatic... Ugh, it's such a pensioner thing to do. But anyway, So I get myself an automatic. Okay, so I need an automatic. So I was looking around at automatics. Oh, most modern cars are automatic, seems to be. Okay, especially nice big luxury saloons, which is the kind of cars I like. If you're gonna buy a car, yeah, have a comfortable car. Have a big car. I know. I like big, comfortable cars. I like old cars, preferably, because I think new cars are so boring. They look all the same. Sounds so old now, but they do. They're all squinty. I think it's the plastic surgery generation. I think they all like have too much plastic surgery. They've got cheekbones added in. No. Fat lips. Squinty eyes. I don't like them. So I was thinking maybe I should get a loan and buy an expensive car, because I usually buy cheap cars and then have to deal with all the costs of getting them repaired. So I was thinking about getting a loan of like £6,000 or something like that, and getting the only remotely interesting modern car that I could see that sort of appealed to me was a Jaguar XF, which looked quite nice. And I quite like that when you turn them on, this like round knob comes out of the dashboard or central console, and the air vents swivel round to open. Like they just look like flat pieces of plastic, and then they turn around. You should just look at it on Google. They look cool. You press the ignition button, which pulsates like a heartbeat, and then all this stuff happens, and it looks very cool. But you know, it's a lot of money. And the problem with those kind of cars and all modern cars now is you can't really fix them on your own if they go wrong. There's too much electrical stuff. All the dashboard's completely LCD, it's all screens, there's no dials anymore. There's very few analog type things that you can actually replace. And a lot of the time, if something goes wrong in your electrical system in your car, you can't drive the car at all. Back in the day, if you had some electrical fault, it didn't mean that you couldn't necessarily drive the car. It just means maybe your radio wouldn't work. Okay, so thought about getting that, changed my mind, and spent £721 on a car on eBay, second hand, reasonably high mileage, 18 years old. And you think, well, what can you get for £721 that's 18 years old, that isn't a big heaping pile of poop? And hopefully that's not what I've bought, a big stinking heaping pile of poop. I went to pick it up from Essex last weekend. Me and the fam stayed overnight in an Airbnb in Southend. So that added 150 quid onto the bill, so I should probably count that. Maybe. But still, drove the car back the next day, and it drove back fine. There are issues with it, and the next several videos will be exploring what you can expect to get for £721 on eBay for a car that you've never seen, apart from pictures. How pictures can obviously be deceiving. I luckily knew this before I bought the car. And some things to look out for. And if you're remotely interested in this kind of stuff and these kind of cars, well, stay tuned, because there will be a few videos of me trying to get the thing back to tippy-toppy condition. Anyway, now we're going to go and have a look at it. So let's go and see what I got for £721. Let's go!